Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm here with my husband Larry. We have been married for do you know?
3 years.
3 years. Going on 4 years, and today we are here to film a video that is about telling your friends, your family about your age gap relationship, or any relationship really that you're just kind of like struggling with. You're afraid to tell somebody who your partner is and how to go about that. And we're here to share our story, how we did that. And first, let's do a little bit of background about who we are. So you want to start, babe?
I'm me. I was a police officer and was dispatched to a traffic crash, no injuries, minor damage, that happened to involve Mindy.
Yes. Yep.
And that's how I met her.
Yep. And we really weren't anticipating anything stemming from that, but love just happens. And here we are. We started talking, and like Larry said, we've been married for 3 years. So we met when I was almost 21 and Larry had just turned 51. So
I'm old.
No, you're not. Now we are 28 and Larry is soon to be 59. So let's talk about how we told friends and family. So I do want to throw out a disclaimer before we talk about this. Larry's going to tell his version on how he told his friends and family, and I'm going to tell mine. But I do want to throw a disclaimer out there that sometimes friends and family will never be understanding of your relationship. And so don't go into it thinking that they're going to be understanding, especially when you kind of have like a relationship like ours, or like any relationship that's, different, I guess you could say, a little out of the norm. It could be a completely normal relationship, I guess, and your family or friends just don't like that person. It could be anything. So we're just going to kind of help you guide how to tell friends and family. I'm rambling.
I think you should get together with someone that you know or can trust and say, let's play devil's advocate.
What do you mean?
I'm 51 years old and I want to go out with a 21-year-old. You tell me what, just have them come up with, well, don't you think she's too young? Well, what if she this, or what if you that? Just have them throw out all these things so you can keep them in the back of your mind, so that when you tell someone that you care about, they're probably going to have the same questions, same concerns, but you've already been through it with someone, and you can answer all their questions or tell them why they shouldn't be concerned. And then hopefully that'll change their point of view.
Yeah. That's basically what happened with me and my grandmother. I started to tell my grandmother about Larry, and I said, well, it really wouldn't matter how old the person is as long as you love each other, right? And she's like, well, you wouldn't want to marry an old man or be with an old man, would you? And I was like, oh, retract. I'm not going to say anything. But let's start with when Larry and I first met and we started talking. I was very uncomfortable and nervous because of the age difference. I was nervous to be seen out in public. I was nervous to tell anybody, really. And the first person that knew was my best friend Angela, and she was so sweet and so supportive. She knew, like, from the car accident to how Larry and I met, she knew everything. And she was the one person that I had that knew everything that I can confide to, because it's kind of confide in. And it's hard if you don't have a person to talk to.
Thank you, Angela.
Yes, so thank you so much, Angela. And Larry, did you have somebody that was like that for you?
I'm a little bit boring on this subject because when it comes down to it, I'm an adult. I was set in my ways, and
yeah,
I was more concerned about how I would be affecting you.
Yeah, but I'm sure your view can help, the female or the male that's on your end. So I think my end will be relatable to the younger, and your feelings and how you dealt with it will help the person that's older in the relationship, because I know we have both.
I looked at finances. I looked at how we going to live, where are we going to live, what are we going to do. When it came to telling friends and family, I didn't really have an issue with that.
Yeah.
This is what it is, and if it works out, that's great. I'm the happiest guy in the world. But if you're upset because of the age gap and you don't think it's going to work, well, time will tell. And if you're right, you can say, I told you so.
Now, what are some of the things that your friends said to you when you told them that you were thinking about being with me?
I'm going to have to end dates early because I'm going to have you home by curfew.
Oh my God. I do. Those jokes, if you're in an age gap relationship, you know those jokes never get old. They will be here forever, which is okay. I have that sense of humor where it's totally fine, so.
Yeah. That I'm a lucky guy because I'll be getting Girl Scout cookies for free.
Really?
I can't make that stuff up. So I just looked at it as how am I going to be affecting her either positively or negatively. That age is a number. That if you're happy, be happy. You don't live that long and you need happiness in your life. If you make her happy, by all means, do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was very similar to how my friends reacted. My friends did worry a little bit about the future, like my future with Larry, like what's going to happen if he passes away and you're alone, or do you want kids and he can't have kids. Larry had a vasectomy like 25 years ago, so he can't have children. So these are all things that my family and friends actually did bring up to me, and I did lose a friend over the relationship that I have with Larry, and that is normal.
I lost 2 friends.
Yeah, you're going to lose people along the way.
See ya.
You are going to lose people along the way. With any relationship, it does not have to be age gap. So I just think telling your one close friend, or if you have a sister that you're really close to, or your mom, or whoever it may be, grab that one person that you can just spill your heart out to and confide into. And
yeah. Do that session with your friend or an acquaintance or someone. Have them throw out all these questions, all these negative things that might, and have that in the back of your mind so that when you tell your friends and your loved ones, the people you care most about, they may say, oh, if you're happy, then by all means, go and be happy. Problem solved. Everything's said and done. If they throw out the same things, you've already heard it before from talking about it with other people, and you'll have answers.
Yeah. I do want to, I don't know, did I say in the beginning how, parents and friends, I think, do have the right to be concerned about a relationship.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if I said that.
If you said something to a friend that could cause your future to be jeopardized or cause you unhappiness and they don't say anything or they don't have concern, then they're probably not as close of a friend as what you might think they are.
Yeah, there was a previous video on my channel. I'm not sure which video it was, and I had said that not every age gap relationship or relationship in general is innocent, and a lot of people were confused by me saying that. And this is where kind of coming in and saying that your friends and family may have a valid point when they're concerned about a relationship that you're in. For example, the female or male in the relationship may be in it for the wrong reasons. They may be in it for financial gain, and they don't actually like the person. They're there for materialistic reasons. That's a concern always. The older person could be a predator. There's so many things. So I want, like, a mom or dad, if you're watching this and your daughter or son is in a relationship and you're nervous about it, like, I think everybody has a valid reason. I don't want to push age gap relationship out there. I don't want to make it sound like every relationship is A-okay and they're the greatest thing ever, because there's things that go on that, do you know what I'm trying to say?
You're gonna need big shoulders too.
What do you mean?
You're nothing but a gold digger.
Oh, yeah.
You have daddy issues.
Yeah, you're going to hear all the comments, and I have grown so much. Larry has been the best partner with that. Coming on YouTube and for the first year, keeping this relationship hidden because I was terrified of what the internet would think. And then coming out, we've learned that we've been able to help so many others. And we've helped you guys, but you guys have helped us tremendously. I feel so much more confident now, and it's just nice to not feel alone.
And when you think you're the only ones and you get emails and letters and things from all over the world with people that are in 30-year age gaps, 35-year age gaps, 25-year age gaps, there is a bunch of us out there.
There is. And then the other thing, telling your family. This is the fun part. For me, I told my mom, And my mom thought it was a phase, and she thought I would kind of grow out of it and whatever, but I didn't. That's not what happened for me. Again, with telling that one friend, for me it was telling that one person in my family. And my dad and my brother were concerned. My brother especially. My brother did not like Larry at all for the first couple of years, I would honestly say. He was very standoffish, but he was always respectful. He wasn't nasty towards Larry. He just wouldn't really talk to him, which was kind of frustrating and heartbreaking for me because Larry is somebody that I care for and love so much, and my brother is also somebody that I care for and love so much. And so when you have that kind of resistance, it is tough, but you will get through it. And
remember, there's these preconceived notions that we've had for decades about the family structure, and there's going to be some shock value when your daughter comes home and says, hey, this is the guy I want to marry, he's 30 years older than me. Or, hey, this is my girlfriend, and she's talking about her girlfriend. Decades ago, that was, now it's like, oh, okay, nice to meet you. Welcome to the family.
Yeah. We do get a lot of people that ask us, like, how did you do it? How did my mom, my dad is not supportive at all, and that makes me very sad, especially...
Not her dad.
Yeah, especially if you guys are in a very happy relationship, and it is very sad for me to hear that you guys have that struggle where your friends or your family just don't understand, but you got to do what's best for you. If you're happy and you know that person is in it for the right reasons, both of you are, and you love each other, that's all that matters. You have each other at the end of the day. Would it be nice to have the support of your friends and family? Yes, I am so lucky to have that. Yes, we are. Which, again, you need to tell them how your family reacted.
Yeah, I don't think my mom was 100%. She didn't voice any, you can't do that, or you're not gonna. She just said, well, I think she's too young. Well, you and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
And my brother and sister, it was just, this is Mindy. If they welcomed her, that's great, and thankfully they did. If they didn't, she's not marrying them. She's marrying me.
They were so kind to me.
Yes.
It was very scary. Even meeting all of Larry's police friends and coworkers, I'll never forget the first shift outing that we had. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, these people are going to hate me. They're not going to like me. And they were so sweet, welcoming, and kind. And I appreciate that so much, because it's already a hard situation when you're doing something that's out of the norm and out of the box, and just to have the support was incredible.
And that might have been actually easier for us because we see the whole gambit. We see age gap, we see same-sex couples, we see mixed-race marriages, and to us it's not that shock value that I talked about before. We've seen it.
I mean, love is love.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Whoever makes you happy, be with that person. That's what it's all about. You only have one life to live. So why be stuck with somebody that you don't really care for just because it fits the correct profile? What is a correct relationship? There is no correct way.
Again,
do what makes you happy.
That's the decade-long structure of the family image.
As they say in Game of Thrones, Daenerys Targaryen, she wanted to break the wheel. We are here to break the wheel.
You're gonna break your hand.
The wheel. So, yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say.
And remember the shock value. You're telling them something that's not perceived as the norm, and they're going to react to it. If they react negatively, and then they see days, weeks, months later that you're still happy, probably the happiest you've been in a long time, they might come around. They should come around. If they do, that's great. If they don't, shame on them.
Yeah. Deep breaths. Trust the journey. Some people can't handle that pressure, though, and they break and they leave. I've had a lot of people tell me that they broke and could not handle the pressure from family, and they left the person because it was just too hard. And my heart goes out to you, and I do understand. I understand being at like a constant battle with everybody around you. So,
but there was one happy story where that same thing that she just talked about happened, where there was so much pressure and negative feedback that they parted ways, were separated for a while, and decided that, you know what, I'm miserable, I want to be happy again, and they got back together and they're now married.
Yep.
Yes, it's good to have concerns for down the road, but if they see you're miserable with a situation you're in and something changes that's out of the ordinary, like a 30-year older guy shows up, hi, and it makes her happy, then they should be happy for her that she's happy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of happiness.
Yeah. There's a lot of happiness to be going around.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Do you have anything else to
I
add
think
before I wrap it up?
between Instagram and new subscribers to YouTube, and a lot of people that discover you on Facebook, this is for longtime viewers. It's a little bit of a repeat episode.
Yeah.
But we get so many requests for this that rather than try and say, hey, you know what, 2 years ago we did this video and you can find... I don't have that good of a memory, and we don't really have episodes documented, so we're just going to put it together again now, and people that have jumped on board recently can see what we're about and where we've been and where we're going and things like that.
This is a very chatty telling your friends and family, because there's no specific route you can take. There's not step 1, tell friends, step 2, tell mom, step 3, live happily ever after. There is no steps. You tell who you trust, you tell who you know what, I need to make a very big point. If you don't have anybody to talk to, that's another thing. Not everybody has friends and family to go to. I don't know, journaling might be a good idea, writing it down and writing your thoughts down, maybe even contacting what's the other word for that? A counselor. Talking to a counselor is always helpful. Just if you don't have anybody to talk to, you need to find somebody to talk to, because sometimes keeping that all in isn't very healthy. If you guys have any questions, ask in the comments below. I'm going to try my best to respond to many of these comments. I hope you found this video helpful. We'll see you guys again very soon in another video. Bye!
Bye!